Hi, it's Christian here and welcome to another fly tying tutorial. Tonight I'm gonna tie this one. A sandeel fly. It's the season for that on Danish. It's getting on the coast at the moment, or in the next month or so, and after that also. So it's time to stack up on these type of flies. And for this I chose this hook, the Ahrex SA210 size 4, quite a big saltwater hook, but a nice one for this pattern in my opinion. Some nylon thread, this is Veevus nylon thread, 0.10, some pearl midge flesh, and some Lagartun fluorescent pearl flatbraid, white bucktail, and white craftfur as well. And then I'm going to use some of this stuff. I haven't used much before. Really nice material. It's a Nayat. This is Bigstreamers. Got it from Bigstreamers in Holland. Can be used for mainly pike flies, but also for sea trout flies. So this is a chartreuse color, and I bought this one as well, also from Bigstreamers. This is a olive color. I'm going to use some Nayat on this fly and some Prosportfisher 4mm yellow stick on ice. And for this type of flies, you're going to need a lot of resin of Raidzap, of course, in various viscosity. That's all you need for a sandeel fly. Here we go. This was the one. A sandeel fly. A strong little fly. And I put in my vise the SA210 size 4, a quite sturdy and strong hook. Could wheel in a shark on this hook, but that was the one I had close to me. Could be a lighter model streamer hook from Ahrex instead, but that was nice. Also adds a little weight, so it should help the fly turn the right way in the water. I'm gonna start by taking a bunch of bucktail, white bucktail, like this. Just gonna create a little tail with this stuff. Get rid of some of all this. And I don't want it to be too long. Something like this. Tie this in. On top of the shank. It's gonna help lift the other materials, because it's quite stiff, this stuff. The bucktail. That's a nice material. Not using it much though, but it is nice. I'm gonna tie it all in just to add a bit of volume here. Like that. And moving back again. See, this is not hard. That's the first part done. Then it's gonna time for some white bucktail. I'm gonna grab a bunch of that. Get that to the side. And get rid of the fluffy stuff. Tie that in on top, about the same length, maybe a tiny bit longer than the bucktail. Something like that. that tied in, I'm gonna take some of this stuff, the pearl crinkle midge flash or something it's called. Some kind of flash. This one is not. This one is quite subtle, to be honest. So I like this one. I'll take some few straws of this. I'm gonna go with 3. Just like this. A little bit different lengths. Place these on top. And the idea is that the bucktail is gonna lift the craft a little bit, so it doesn't go around the hook bend. I'm gonna tie this in as well on top of the hook. And that's secured. Adds a little bit of bling to the fly. Then I am going to take this stuff, the Lagartun fluo pearl flatbraid, which is really nice stuff. Grab a piece of that. This stuff. Tie that in. That. With that done, I'm going to secure it all. It was just one layer of the many layers I'm going to apply. This is the Raidzap thin one. I'm going to apply a layer of just a thin layer, and that's going to make it all more durable. And later on, when I get to apply the last layers of resin, it's easier if you have a smooth surface, you get a nicer result. I'm gonna set this. Then it's time for Nayat Bigstreamers, Nayat chartreuse. Got a comb here, so you can brush it out a little bit. Then we're gonna grab a little bunch of these Nayat fibers. Like this. Get rid of all the weird looking ones. And the pointy ends. I don't really want much of the chartreuse color here, just a little bit. I'm gonna tie this in on top as well, and just work my way forward. It's really simple, this fly. Making sure it stays right on top the Nayat. And up here I cut this off. And move backwards again to where I started. Just gives a hint of this chartreuse. And it's time for this one. An olive one. Comes in all kinds of colors. There's of course it does. There's Nayat. I'm just gonna prepare that. Get the long hair straightened a bit before grabbing a tiny bunch again. And getting a bunch ready. Okay. Again, length is about the same, at least the same, maybe a little longer. And up here you can get a really nice effect if you pull in the Nayat while tying it down with securing it with the nylon thread. The reason I'm using nylon thread is because nylon thread is gonna disappear completely in the resin I'm gonna apply in a sec. We're gonna use some nylon thread for this fly. And I'm just gonna whip finish up here. That's it. That's the tying part done on this one. And then I'm gonna take my thin resin again and apply a very thin layer. It's time for the eyes, and these are the Prosportfisher yellow stick-on eyes, 4mm, and I'll show you a little trick. When I put a flat eye on a hook that's bending a bit, I usually take the stick-on eye and try to on my needle to try to wrap it around the needle a bit so it gets bent a bit, so it follows the curve on the hook shank, if you know what I mean. Those secured, I am I'll take some more of the thin one and give the first layer of what you can say is the end result. So a layer here all the way around. Found some of this stuff in my stash. The fluorescent orange Raidzap resin. But give a drop of that as well down here to get like a gills kind of effect, something like that. Could be nice. Accept that as well. Then I'm going to give it a layer of medium. Medium is the last layer. Or maybe last layer. Let's see how it goes. See, this makes it fly very, very doable, this one. And you can see the coloring from the pearl, flatbraid, and it looks nice. And I like to take a tiny, tiny drop of fin. There you have a small sandeel fly, quite easy to tie, very, very doable. All you need to do now is make sure you really give it a good amount of light here, UV light with your lamp torch, and then it's done, ready to go fish. I hope you liked my little tutorial. We'll try this one out. Subscribe and like and whatever, and maybe check out some of the other videos I've got already, and I will see you some other time. Bye bye.